Whether you're an entrepreneur, a student, a parent, or anyone else, we all have dreams and aspirations we want to see come to fruition. But how can we turn those dreams into reality? The key is setting clear, achievable goals. In this video, we'll be diving into the world of goal setting. We'll show you how to set and achieve your goals, no matter how big or small they may be. We'll discuss everything from understanding the difference between desires and goals, to setting smart goals, to overcoming obstacles and tracking your progress. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid plan to help you turn your dreams into reality. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. The difference between desires and goals. It's important to have a clear plan in place for reaching our aspirations. Having a general idea of what we want is all well and good. But that's not enough to make it happen. We need a concrete and actionable plan to turn our desires into reality. Sure, our wants can guide us in setting goals that align with our interests, but they are not sufficient to achieve them. Being specific is key when setting goals. Vague goals are often referred to as wishes or hopes, while specific goals are defined as targets or outcomes. It's important to be specific because it makes our goal clearer and more manageable. It allows us to know how to make it happen, and if we're making progress towards achieving it. For example, I want to be rich is a desire, while I want to increase my income by 30% by the end of the year is a specific goal. I want to get in shape is a desire, while I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 3 months by following a workout routine and a healthy diet is a specific goal. It's easy to see how the specific goals have a clear action plan, while the desired goals are more abstract and generic. By understanding the difference between desires and goals and how to make our goals specific, we can set achievable goals that will help us turn our dreams into reality. Using the SMART goal system. Setting and achieving goals can be a challenging but ultimately rewarding endeavor. Focusing your efforts on following the SMART approach will increase your chances of success. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. By applying these 5 principles to the goal-setting process, you will be able to create precise objectives that are achievable in the given time frame. Setting a specific goal makes it easier to plan ahead, since you know exactly what needs to be accomplished to reach your destination. A specific goal could be something like, I will finish a 5K run in 35 minutes or less by the end of 2023. You must also make sure that it is measurable, so that you know when you have arrived at your destination or met the objectives set out by the goal. Adding the measurable principle to the same goal could be, I will finish a 5K run in 35 minutes or less by tracking my progress with an app that logs my running distance and speed every 2 weeks throughout the training program. In addition, make sure that what you have set out to do is achievable. Otherwise, it may prove too difficult or time-consuming, leading to frustration or failure. Your goals should also be relevant. This means they should factor into other larger plans you may have in place for your short-term or long-term future. Finally, establishing a reasonable timeline for yourself will ensure that your goals remain time-bound with concrete deadlines when possible. This can help keep the momentum up as you work towards them. In our example, finishing a 5K run in 35 minutes or less is relevant for the long-term future goal of maintaining an active lifestyle. The SMART framework provides a structure for setting goals that are clear, measurable, and achievable. Align with your priorities and at a specific deadline. This makes it easier to track your progress, stay motivated, and increase the chances of achieving your goals. Finding your why. Reflecting on the reasons for setting goals can be one of the most important steps in creating a successful plan. It is essential to understand why you have chosen to set a certain goal, as this will inform how achievable and relevant it is. For example, if someone wants to start a business but doesn't know their motivations behind this decision, they may struggle to stay motivated and find themselves giving up easily. On the other hand, if someone knows exactly why they want to become an entrepreneur, because they want financial freedom or more control over their working life, then they are much more likely to stay engaged and committed to achieving their goals. Reflecting on your reasons for setting goals can also help you define what success looks like for you, so that you have something concrete to strive towards. This could involve making specific targets or assessing what resources or skills are needed in order for you to reach those targets. To get the most from goal setting, it is important to take the time to think about why you want this goal in the first place and how it fits into your overall plans for yourself. Doing so will enable you to create tangible objectives that are relevant and achievable, without sacrificing your health and well-being. Making a plan of action. An essential part of goal setting is having a plan. This allows you to break down your goals into smaller, manageable steps and set realistic deadlines for each step. This helps you stay on track and makes progress towards your goals easier to monitor. After discovering why the goal is important to you, figure out the best way to reach it. This step involves breaking down the goal into smaller chunks. This can be done by creating a timeline or schedule that maps out tasks for each week, day, or hour. For example, if one of your goals is to increase website traffic by 30%, then your plan should include measurable steps such as writing blog posts and sharing them on social media platforms over a certain period. Once the timeline has been set up, it's time to commit yourself to complete each timeline task with determination and consistency. Putting this commitment in place will help ensure that you have everything lined up. So when it comes time to execute your plan, success can be achieved quicker than if there was no plan in place at all. Lastly, it's helpful to reflect on what you have learned from accomplishing short-term tasks, which contribute towards achieving long-term goals. Doing this will give you motivation as well as insight into how far you have come and how much closer you are getting to reaching your goal. Overcoming obstacles. While it may seem daunting, having strategies in place for tackling the challenges that come up can make a big difference in your progress. The most common obstacles that people face include things like procrastination, lack of focus, and limited resources. To overcome these issues, you should develop clear goals with realistic deadlines and, most important, stick to them. Additionally, setting up rewarding milestones throughout the process can help maintain motivation. Having a good support system or mentor can also be extremely helpful in keeping you on track and guided toward success. At times, you may feel like there are too many obstacles to tackle at once, but taking one step at a time and being persistent will eventually get you where you want to go. It's also important to not give up when challenges arise, even if they seem impossible, as this will only hinder your progress in the long run. By focusing on small victories and building upon your successes, you will find yourself well on your way to achieving the larger goals set before you. Tracking your progress. Monitoring the success or failure of tasks can help you stay motivated and on track. It also allows you to make adjustments to your plan if necessary. There are several ways to track progress, such as using a goal tracking app, setting up reminders in a calendar, or keeping a journal. A goal tracking app is great for seeing your successes and failures over time, while reminders and journals are great for staying focused on day-to-day tasks. By tracking your progress, you can determine what areas need more attention and adjust the plan accordingly. This helps you stay organized, stay ahead of schedule, and better understand what steps need to be taken in order to reach the end result. Tracking your progress regularly can also provide valuable insight into which strategies are working and which ones might need to be changed or improved upon in order to achieve success. What goals are you working towards? Share them in the comments and subscribe to the channel for more content on goal setting. You never know what new ideas you might find.